We are going to be looking at users, and this is really quite simple. You go into users here, and we can see that we have Kenny and Sean set up at the moment. If we want to add a new user, then we click on Add New, and we can make it a new username, and we have to have an email address to be able to make this work. And first name, last name, if you're going to be having them write posts for the blog, then you want to make sure you include those. Otherwise it's not terribly important, although you can include it if you prefer. Website is not terribly important either. Now we have our password here that is automatically generated for this user, and you can use that, and that's probably best. If you want to have your own, then it would be ideal if you could make it so that it was not a very weak one. And so add in whatever you need to add to make it turn into a strong password. It will help to protect your website. Be sure that it's not hacked, so that would be a very positive thing if you would do that. We have our roles down here. Subscriber doesn't mean anything on your website. Contributor could mean something, although it's not really necessary. And really, for the most part, you're just going to want to be using administrator. That means they have full access to your website. If you get into situations sometime where you're wanting someone to have less than full access, you can use one of those other options, or maybe it would be best just to check in with us, and that would be fine too. And you just click Add New User, and it will appear. We're going to leave this here. And we have these users here. We want to make changes, for instance, to your account here. And for some reason, my wife's name is on here. I'm not terribly sure why, but we'll just leave it as Sean right there. And we're going to display your name as Sean W. Sanders. We have your email address down here. You could always change your password and type in whatever you want in that spot. We're not going to do that at this moment. You can make it so that you don't have access or do have access to these Genesis menus right there. A few other changes you could make, and you can explore these a little bit more some other time. Click Update User. We've made that change, and we are good to go. That's the basics of users. If you have any questions with that, you can always text, call, or email us, and we'll be happy to help out.